So today we shall discuss on various types of relations. In this chapter we discuss three relations, namely universal relation, empty relation and an equivalence relation. So what is a universal relation? So let's have a discussion on what is a universal relation. For that, I define a set A where the set is the set of all students in class 12, and so A is a set of all students in class 12, and let R1 be a relation from A to A. R1 is a relation from A to A defined by R1 is equal to set of all ordered pair XY such that the difference between the heights of X and Y is less than or equal to 1 meter for X, Y belonging to the set A. So this is how I define my relation. What is relation R1? It is the difference between the heights of two elements of the set A such that their height is less than 1 meter. Now the relation is defined from which set to which set? Set A to set A itself. So you take two students of your own class and you take their heights and find the difference between their heights. Definitely it will be less than 1 meter. Isn't it or not? That means here in this relation, if I am writing this relation in the roster form, I could see that the entire cross product, the entire elements in the Cartesian product from A to A will be same as the elements that falls under the relation R. Or in other words, I can say that this relation consists of all elements that is there in the Cartesian product. Isn't it or not? That means all the elements of A cross A is now in this relation. Such a relation is known as a universal relation. It is called as a universal relation. Now, let's consider a relation R2. R2 is also defined from A to A. So, here also the same set. Set is what? The set of all students in class 12. So, here R2 is a relation from A to A. But here I define R2 as it is a set of all ordered pair XY such that the difference between the heights of X and Y is greater than or equal to 1 meter where X, Y belongs to A. Now see, you take two students of your class, find their heights and then you find the difference between them. Will it be greater than 1 meter? Never. Isn't it? It will be always less than 1 meter. So here I cannot find any possible ordered pair from the Cartesian product. Or here in this relation I can say that the element what I find here is nothing but a null set. So what can I say here? There is nothing here. There is no element that satisfies this relation. So it is a null set there. So such a relation is called as the empty relation. Whereas universal relation is what? The relation which has all possible ordered pairs as you find it from A cross A. The entire Cartesian product is coming under what? The universal relation. And here in the empty relation, there is no element at all in the relation. So such a relation is a empty relation. Here, universal relation is also called as a trivial relation. Trivial relation because it is very much evident, as well as this empty relation also. It is a trivial relation. So these two are examples of trivial relations. So here this is a universal relation and this gives you an example of a empty relation. Now let's see what is an equivalence relation. Now in order to prove that a relation is an equivalence relation, it must satisfy three conditions. That is, the relation must be symmetric, the relation must be reflexive, as well as the relation must be transitive. So let's see how can we say that the relation is reflexive, how can we say that it is symmetric, and how can we say that it is transitive, or what is the condition. So for that I define a relation R from A to A. Now, for all A, what is this A? This is the element that belongs to the set A. This for all A, I can also notate it with the symbol. The symbol again, whenever you see the symbol, you must read it as for all. For all elements that belongs to the set A, we must have the ordered pair A belongs to the relation. For all elements that belongs to set A, the ordered pair A must belong to the relation. For example, if I take A is equal to set 1, 2, 3 and I have a relation R in which I have the ordered pair 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3. Then this relation is said to be a reflexive. This relation is said to be reflexive. Suppose I had another element 4 here, then I must have 4, 4 also here. Only then I can say that it is reflexive. Suppose if I have a relation say 1, 1 and 2, 2 only, 3, 3 is not there. In this case, if I have a relation in this form, it is not reflexive. It is very clearly said that for every element A that belongs to capital A, I must have the corresponding ordered pair A belonging to the relation. That is, if it has 1, 2 and 3, 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3. It must be there in the relation. And hence you can say that this relation is reflexive. So now let's see what is symmetry. In order to prove that the relation is symmetric, for any, it is very important, for any, here it was for all A, here it is for any A comma B belongs to the relation R implies ordered pair BA also belongs to the relation R. For any A comma B belongs to the relation R, BA also belongs to R. For example, let A is equal to set 1, 2 and 3. And if I have a relation R such that 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. If the relation consists of these many ordered pairs, then check for AB 1, 2, you have 2, 1 also. 2, 3, you have 3, 2 also, isn't it? So such a relation is called as a symmetric relation. Now here it is not necessary that all possible ordered pair must have the reverse part also. No. For whatever that is there in the relation, you must have that BA. For whatever ordered pair AB belongs to a relation, you should have that BA also to the relation. Suppose I have a relation R given by 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2 and 3, 3. Right? Suppose this is the relation. Now here 1, 2, 2, 1 is there. But here 3, 2. Do you have a 2, 3? No. So in this case, this is not a relation, whereas this is a relation that is symmetry. So this is not a relation for symmetry. This is not an example for symmetry. But here this is an relation for symmetry. Now we move on to transitive. Here also I take for any A comma B belongs to the relation and B comma C belongs to the relation. Here I have for any A comma B belongs to the relation, ordered pair AB belongs to the relation and ordered pair BC belongs to the relation. Here you need to note, here it is B, here also it is B. For any ordered pair AB belongs to the relation and for any and the ordered pair BC belongs to the relation implies AC, ordered pair AC also belongs to the relation. If so, then it is called as transitive. For example, you have a set A, same as 1, 2 and 3 and the relation R is given by 1, 2, 2, 3 and you have what? 1, 3 also in this. Is this a transitive relation? You have 1, 2, 2, 3 and you have 1, 3 also in this relation. So this relation is called as a transitive relation. It is called as a transitive relation. So this is altogether, if the relation satisfies all these relations, that is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then the relation is said to be a equivalence relation. So I shall just recap once again. What is reflexive? What is reflexive? For any relation R from A to A, for any relation R from any relation R from a set A to the same set. I have given it like that. Okay, it can be from set A to set B also, but here I have defined relation A to A. And for all elements that belongs to the set A, I can say ordered pair A belongs to the relation implies that the relation is a reflexive relation. So here I have taken the example. For each element 1, 2 and 3, 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3 must belong to the relation. Only then I can say that it is reflexive. If one is missing, it is no more reflexive. If one is missing, it is no more reflexive. But here, next coming to symmetric. It is not for all the elements. It is not for all the ordered pair. It is only for those ordered pairs which is given. That is why I have written for any. For any ordered pair AB belongs to the relation, PA must also belong to the relation. If so, it is called as a symmetric relation. I hope the example is clear to you. Coming to transitive. Here also, for any ordered pair AB belongs to the relation and BC belongs to the relation, that implies AC also belongs to the relation. I hope it is clear. Just go through this, children, once again.